Hey guys, welcome to another theme video today. I'm trying something a little different, as you can probably see. Hopefully it's not too weird or bad. I don't know, I just want to try this and let's see how well it works out. So this is the Iron Marble. Now you may notice it sounds similar to my channel name. That's because this is a character I made a long time ago, and he's supposed to be a villain. So you can see in the bottom left, that's his story. Basically, he found a lucky sack of magical marbles, or maybe the other way around, I can't remember. And it made him to a superhero. He got like super strength, super toughness, and he was just a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, I forgot my account information, so I can't access him, but I do have the costume file on hand, so that's what I used here. His main stat is strength. His secondary stats are dexterity and constitution. I built him not so much a tank, because you can see his constitution isn't really that much. It's only 234, but I tried to give him more offense with like crits and stuff. So he has a lot of crit, well, somewhat, 39%, and he has lots of crit severity, which is good. And his main is strength, so that adds for melee damage and stuff. And I made him might, lots of haymakers, demolish, and some other stuff. And he does have a few select theme powers that kind of bring it all in together. He only has about 10,000 health, but that's in the hybrid role. And the protector role, he has like 13,000. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get going. Also, if you want to just skip ahead to like the powers or the specializations or me actually fighting with them, you can click on the bottom. And there we go. Let's go have some fun. Alright, so the first power is Defiant. Basically that's a slotted passive, and it gives you one stack of Defiant, and every time you get hit, you gain another stack, which gives you a plus 17% damage resistance for each stack. Now I only rank this to 1, because if you rank it more than once, it really doesn't benefit you all that much other than you have extra stacks starting off. But since the way he's fighting a big group anyway, he gets those stacks fairly quickly. So I didn't really see any purpose to rank it up, because it doesn't increase the amount of damage resistance when you rank it up. So I just went with rank 1. No special advantages, but I thought that this would be a good passive. It's a nice defensive passive, and it works with, you know, constitution and all that good stuff. So it's a nice cohesive thing going here. Next power is Retaliation. That's his shield, his block. It's really awesome. The reason why I picked this is because when you have the block working like this, when someone hits you, it gives you a buff to where your next damaging attack does 100% more damage. I shield up, I do like a big haymaker, and then I have lots of fun. That's basically why I got this instead of the other ones, because I thought that'd be cool to have. Kinda cool, I thought. Then you have Enrage, and this is a toggle. So basically, it grants him a stack of Enrage. I also ranked this up just to 1. Basically, Enrage increases your melee damage and a little bit of your range damage, but mainly it's for melee. And you also get energy every time you get enraged. Now, because he is a might character, a lot of his moves have knockbacks and knocks and stuff, and every time you attempt to knock somebody, I believe you get a stack of Enrage. Well, that's the way I'm pretty sure it works. The powers themselves will tell you if they actually grant Enrage or not. So because you get energy with Enrage, I didn't really have to worry too much about my energy problems. I do have some advantages, which is Endorphin Rush, where every time I get Enraged, I get a heal. And the duration, like how long it lasts, is based around Defiant, like how many stacks of Defiant. And also the amount is based on my Constitution stat. And just for fun, I added Giant Growth, to where when I get Enraged, each stack makes me just a little bit more bigger. So I thought that'd be kind of funny. In my mind, when he gets angry, when he gets like all rock'em sock'em, he gets like really huge. Not quite like Hulk way, because he doesn't turn green, but I don't know. You get the idea. So then you have Clobber, which is your energy builder. Now, I originally thought about going heavy weapons, but then I realized his hands are humongous, so why not just let him punch stuff with it? And I did put an advantage on it just because I had some advantage points left over. So I put to where when he finishes his combo attack, which is what he's doing now, it disorients them, which only like reduces their damage by 10% and their movement speed by 15%. It's not like that amazing since it's only on your primary target, but I thought it was pretty good, and I only ranked it up to 1 because there's really no reason to rank up your energy builder. Next power is Demolish, which I ranked up to 2. And I like this because it's basically a debuff power. They take 10% more damage, or I guess a negative 10% resistance to all physical damage. And also have an advantage to where, depending on how long I charge Demolish, depends on how much more crushing damage they'll take from my or anybody else's abilities. And it does stack onto the damage that it initially does as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. It also looks pretty cool with his big ginormous hands just whacking the guys in the face. Thought that was awesome. And then you have Haymaker ranked up to 3 because the advantage for Haymaker just reduces the healing they receive. Your target, that is. And I'm not really going PvP or anything. I guess fighting that one alert guy, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, the black worm looking guy on the alerts that heals himself all the time that no one can kill hardly. Him, yeah, maybe against him that advantage would be cool, but I didn't go that route. I just ranked this up to 3, and basically you just punch the guy and they fly really far away. You can tap it where they won't fly, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage as if you just punch them in the face. So I thought that was cool. Next power is Havoc Stomp. I ranked this up to 2. Now I thought this was good just as an AoE power, and also thought it looked kind of cool. If you just tap it, you stomp on the guy's feet. If you charge it halfway, they get knocked up, and if you charge it fully, they get knocked back. So it's kind of like 3 powers in one, kinda. And I also have an advantage to where they get feared after they're stomped, so that reduces their damage. I think it either reduces their damage or they take more damage. I'm not sure. I think it reduces their damage done. But anyway, I thought that was cool. It also gives me some enrage for each guy that I knock over, or has a chance to do that anyway. Then next we have Mighty Leap. I only ranked up to 1 because I don't really see any purpose of ranking up your leaps or your lunges. Not much to it other than you just leap towards the guy and just punch him in the face. No advantages, because Bull Rush, the advantage, actually knocks the people away, except for your main target, which I think is a bit counterintuitive because I have to be in melee range to fight people, so I didn't really see why I'd want to knock everybody away. So I didn't get that. But I like the animation on this. I thought it worked well with his huge, ginormous hands. Then we have Aggressor, which is his, I guess, like a damage boost. I ranked up to 3. So it gives him plus 60 all damage strength. So that does range or melee damage. And also gives him 50 strength and constitution for like 18 seconds. And also gives me 3 stacks of enrage if I have the enrage toggled on, which I do. And also with the giant growth, when I put Aggressor on, I get bigger, and it makes me glow, kind of glow red a bit, kind of like a pulsating red. And I thought this was cool. It's also an active offense, which is cool because I do have dodge, a masterful dodge, which is a defense, so I can have both of those on at the same time. And also apply some break-free damage to holds and roots, which is good because I don't have any ego, so I don't have much hold resistance and stuff. And anyway, you can use this to break the holds if you really want to. The next is the Masterful Dodge power, as you can see by the amazing laser thing. I don't know what the point of the laser thing is. I mean, lasers don't do that much. But anyway, it increases your dodge by 100% and your avoidance by 87. Now, I think it may be 200% dodge, I don't remember. Maybe that's a typo. Increase your dodge by a lot. Basically, you're pretty much unhittable. You do get hit a few times just because of, you know, probability, but anyway, it is active defense, so it doesn't put a cooldown on your Aggressor, which I thought was awesome. And I ranked up to 2. Then you have Bountiful Chi, which is also Bountiful Chi Resurgence. The whole name wouldn't fit. Now, I've got Resurgent Ricky on this, which every time I dodge, I get healed, and it has an extra tick of healing, because what this power does initially is heal me for 150 health every 2 seconds over so much time. It does reduce my damage by a little bit, but I think it's alright. And with Masterful Dodge, this Resurgent Ricky is actually really cool, because you dodge a lot with that on. So basically what I do is I hit Masterful Dodge, Aggressor, and then Bountiful Chi, and then leap in. I ranked up to 2, because I wanted to put the advantage on Resurgent Ricky, so I couldn't rank it up to 3. Now you have the Miniaturation Drive. I'm sure I said that wrong. It's a really long word and wouldn't fit. So this is kind of cool. It kind of goes with the theme that he gets really big when he's like mad and like punches stuff. And I ranked up to 2. Basically, it shrinks the target and it makes you grow, but your growing is only an advantage. So I put the advantage on that, and it reduces their damage by 28% and their movement speed by like half for like 18 seconds. If it's an AoE, it doesn't do that much. It kind of separates it amongst the people. But anyway, I thought it looked pretty cool. I really thought it did. It makes like a cool little noise, and you go like, woo. I guess you can see it there. But I don't know if it actually stacks with the enrage growth or not. I think it maybe used to, but I don't know if it does that anymore. But anyway, I thought that was cool. It's more of a fun theme power. It doesn't really do that much, really. And it's also an on next hit, which I can't believe I didn't say that initially. So I click it, and then any attack I do next does it. Alright, then you have gas pellets. Now these are supposed to be marbles, so use your imagination and pretend these are marbles, because this is where his name kind of comes from. He throws marbles, and they're supposed to do this awesome magic explosions, but they're just gas pellets, let's be honest. But I thought it was kind of fun. It does snare them, and it does do a little bit of toxic damage. Not that much. I put an advantage to where I would throw 8 instead of 4 pellets, and I ranked up to 2 just for the extra bit of damage. It does take out henchmen pretty good, but I guess in a way it is useful, because if they're in a big group and I throw it, then they're snared a bit, and then I can try to do my AoEs and stuff. But anyway, I thought it was kind of cool to have. I don't know, just for the theme. Then you have Resurgence, which my last power, I didn't have any idea what else to get. I had all my utilities, and I had all my damaging stuff, so I just got a basic flatline heal. Just in case something terrible happens, I just have 4,690 health that I can fall back on. But it's an active defense, so it does share a cooldown with my dodge. So I can't use this in my dodge. So I don't know if I'd be better off using dodge initially. It just depends on what's on cooldown, I guess. But anyway, no special advantages on that. I didn't rank it up to 2, so I have more health. Alright, now we're going to go for the specializations. Hopefully this video is not too boring. We're starting off with Strength, which I start off with Swole. 3 points in there. My Strength now gives me maximum health points, so that's awesome. So my Strength goes for health now. And my Strength is my primary super stat, so I do have a lot of it. Or you should anyway. Then I got Aggression, which I put 2 points in. Increase the amount of offense I receive from items by 20%. Offense is basically more damage strength, so more damage there. And Brutality, my secondary super stats now increase my crit severity. Anything that increases my crit severity is good, because crit severity is how much my crits actually do damage-wise. And it's hard to find crit severity gear, as opposed to just normal crit gear. So my secondary super stats increase that. So it's good to have those stacked up a bit. Then I have Juggernaut, which my Constitution grants defense, so I take less damage. Pretty simple stuff. Then next we have the Protector Tree, Fortified Gear, increase the amount of defense I receive from items by 30%. Now notice when it says from items, it actually means from items, not just from anything else. So more defense is good. Then you have Unrelenting. Not only am I pretty much immune to snare effects, but I run 20% faster, even when I'm blocking. So blocking doesn't reduce my speed either. The only thing though is if you have a travel power, it doesn't stack with this movement buff, nor does the snare resistance work. So that's kind of a downer, but overall I think it's pretty good. Then you have Bulwark, which means if you're not in the hybrid role, you get 20% more maximum health. And if you are in the hybrid role, your super stats grant threat generation. Now, the way I'm playing in hybrid. In my mind, I guess my idea was that if I wanted to tank, I can go into Protector, and then I can have more health. Because when you're in Protector, it reduces your damage, right? But it also gives you more health. But if you're in a hybrid, or anything else, then your damage is fine, or if you're in Brawler, your damage is increased. And because I wanted this to be a melee damage build, I'm still in hybrid. Now you're probably thinking, well, why'd you put 2 points in here anyway? Well, first thing is what I've already mentioned. Just in case I wanted to tank, I would have the extra health. And I didn't really see where else I could put these 2 points at. Nothing really worked with what I was trying to do, and at least this, I could use it if I wanted to. And then I have Resolute. Whenever I'm knocked or held, I get 6% of my maximum health back, which is fantastic. Even though I have lots of strength, which is knockback resistance, you're still going to get knocked back. You cannot be 100% immune to knockbacks. So when it does happen, at least I'll get some health back. Then we have the Vindicator tree with aggressive stance. Put 3 points in there. Increases my defense by 20% of my offense. So all my offense that I've gained, I get more defense from. So I take less damage from that. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Then crit severity from Merciless. Pretty self-explanatory. I already explained that. And then I have Rush of Battle. I actually tried this build without Rush of Battle and I lost some health. This is cool because when I defeat an enemy, I get 15% of my max health back over the next 5 seconds. So it's 5% every 5 seconds. No, it's not. 5%. No, 3% every 1 second. Well, I'm really good at math. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool because even though I have the heal from Endorphin Rush, and I have my Bountiful Chi and my Resurgence, I guess I could use my Resurgence, but I'd rather not use it till like it's a special case scenario. But the Bountiful Chi and the Endorphin Rush do work, but I like having this just in case it's like a big fight and there's a whole bunch of mobs. I can try to keep myself up and not worry about cooldowns and stuff. So then we have Focus Strikes, increase the crit chance of my single target attacks, which are Demolish, Clobber, Haymaker, and I'm sure some other stuff. I guess Mighty Leap counts. But I mainly got this for Haymaker and I think Demolish, because those are single target attacks. My Havoc Stomp is an AoE, and I can't put points to have more crit chance for my AoEs, but I opted to go for more of the single target attack because that's what I mainly do. And last but not least, I have my Mastery, Strength Mastery, gain 20 strength and 30 offense, so I have more melee damage, it being my primary stat, 30 offense, which in return gives me more defense, so I thought that was pretty nice to have. Alright guys, here we go. We'll go fight some crime. Alright, I'm gonna leap in, go Aggressor, and then Dodge, and then Chi, and then I'm gonna go for Smoke Bombs. Oh man, what a fantastic build this is. Okay, maybe it's not that great. It's alright. Haymaker him. Oh man, look at this. Pew! I guess I should use my Demolish, that's what it's there for. Here we go, Demolish. Oh, yeah. Okie dokie. Oop, I'm a little low on health there. So basically, this is it. This is the build. I think it's a lot of fun. I like punching stuff, so it's always great. I think that Havoc really went off correctly. The only thing with the Aggressor is that once you already have 8 stacks, then Rage is kind of no point. I mean, I guess you do more damage, obviously, but the extra stacks it grants doesn't really help you that much. It's only good for the initial get-go. Or if you just really want that extra Enrage right then and there instead of trying to work for it, then that's also good as well. See you. Yo. Oh, me. Magic marble pellets. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's not doing that great. Can't see. I am losing a bit of health now, but once I start knocking people's teeth out, should be pretty good. There we go. Need a block. Also, if I try to combo this up here, I don't know if you can actually make it that long. Got my retaliation buff. If I can Haymaker him, get a big fat. Oh, no, only 4,000. Okay. Hoping I was going to get a big crit, but didn't quite make it. Well, that was pretty good, 8,000. So anyway, his survivability is pretty good, and it's basically just a basic might build, really. Not really much to it, but it is effective and it works. That's the main thing, it works. It's not like I'm like almost dead all the time. As far as actually using it for like tanking or anything, I didn't put any cripple challenge or any type of tanking things on it. But I'm sure if you did, you'd have less advantage points to rank up your damage stuff, so you wouldn't be like rank 2 damage and just be the other stuff, because those cripple challenge I think takes like 3 points, so it's a bit expensive sometimes. Ooh, this Tommy gun needs to get out of town. Oh man, it keeps moving. It's like they know when I'm gonna do something, they just run out of the way. Alright, get my retaliation buff, yes, there we go. Gotta knock this guy to next week. I never get a big crit that way. Maybe now, maybe if I chase him. There we go. Alright. I want a big crit when I'm retaliation buffed. Okay, come on, big crit, mama. It said it was 8,000. Okay. So it's just a lot of punching, a lot of smacking, a lot of teeth flying everywhere. Everybody's underpants are nice and soggy because they're so scared. Okay, that was really stupid. I apologize. Alright, and that's basically it. I'm going to give him some marbles now. I don't think they quite reach where he's at. Maybe if he's really dumb enough, he'll come. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's it. That's my amazing build. It wasn't really much, was it? But it's more of a punchy might build. So anyway, there you go. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully that wasn't too weird or bad. If you want to watch the costume video, you can. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. If you want to like the video, that'd be neat too. Yeah, please give me some feedback on this. I was really interested in this. I like the way it came out, even though it looks a bit kind of funky here and there. It did take a while, but I want to know your feedback. Was this bad? Was this more entertaining? Was this just a waste of time? Please let me know. And if you want, you can watch some earlier theme build videos by clicking that button there. And I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.